Did it not save my... Oh, it did not save the volume settings. I am proud of you, Dragon Gem, for increasing your number of streams from 2023 to 2024. Oh, that's exciting, Zan. Yeah, I don't know. It's a demo. The devs sent it to me last night. I didn't take too much time looking into it, and it's off of itch.io, so here goes. Left shift to run, E to interact, spaces advanced dialogue, 1 to 3, select dialogue response, and left click to shoot. Alright everyone, welcome to Fourth Time Around. I don't know really anything about the game, I just know that it's here and it's a demo and I'm excited. A note from the developer. Welcome to the Fourth Time Around demo. Fourth Time Around is a character portrait of a man living with regrets. In the full title, you will experience 4 separate storylines as a series of interweaving vignettes. Vignettes, that's how you say that word. Though each storyline is represented in this demo, some are fleshed out more completely than others. Additionally, please note that the content featured in this demo is subject to change ahead of the title's full release. The remainder of this note consists of hints for parsing the game's story, plot, and themes. Even with these hints, you may still be left with unanswered questions at the end of this demo. This is normal. Hint 1. The Penny Whistlers just put out a new album. What's their longest song? Their shortest. Penny Whistlers just put out a new album. What's their longest song? Their shortest. The Penny Whistlers, by the way, is the name of the dev team. Hint 2. Henry sees something horrible in his dream. What is it? Hint 3. At what time of day does Henry receive the phone call? Are you sure? Hint 4. Key plot points are intentionally color-coded. Pay special attention to the use of color and lighting. Can I have a link to that mod, please? Thank you. Oh, hang on. Here's one. Shape of jazz to come, he says. Well, if that's where it's going, I'm not following. What did you think of that? Well, let's just both be glad I'm not writing for you then. Here's hoping Loretta doesn't even bother to read the thing before she sends it to print. You've been sighing into that window the whole ride back, you know? Fog the damn thing right up, too, leaning on it like you are. Well, at least it'll have looked like we were having fun in here. Finally, there it is. You know, you should count yourself lucky that you're not the one with a job to get back to. For the time being, at least. I do know how you feel, though. I hadn't thought about my mom for weeks, and then bam, as soon as we get on this train, and I mean, how could you be so selfish? And Benny barely even got to know her. Maybe it's better that way. What was that flicker? Say, here's an idea. We should do the Catskills every year. I know folks say that, but I really do mean it. The lake, the woods, it's just magic. I know that old cabin had you feeling some kind of way at first, but you even came around on that in the end. You did come around on it, didn't you? Henry? Whoa. Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be... Okay. These sure are something. Nina, I had that dream again last night. Maybe the night before. There's something playing on the radio. It sounds like something I've heard before, but I can't quite place it. I turn it off. It looks like morning, just about dawn. The sky is like fire. The golden hour, I guess. I decide to go downstairs for breakfast and the paper, just like every morning. But the hallway, it isn't right. It goes on a bit too long. I can see where it's leading. It takes me right to your old study, just the way you had it, with that big painting of the cabin on the lake. You know, from the old house. Sometimes I feel like I'm back there, more and more these days. I see a horrible sight. I mean horrible. I mean horrible like I never meant horrible before. I mean horrible like I can't even say. I mean horrible like I've never even seen something so horrible before. I've only seen it for a second, though. Maybe a little longer. Then everything is back to normal. I take another look at the painting of the cabin. It reminds me of when we were there. It reminds me of the farm. It reminds me of the war. Before I can think too much about it, I'm there. Ain't it just like a dream to take you right where you never want to go? I start walking. I think about how bad I don't want to see the inside of that cabin ever again, or the farm, or that old forest, but I keeps walking anyways. Don't hardly know why. When I get there, I can't open the door. Start to feel a chill from behind me. I know I have to turn around, but I just can't bring myself to. Then it just ends. I hope I never find out what happens next. It's New Year's Eve tonight, you know. Calendar says so. Wonder what Benny's been up to these days. Haven't seen him in ages. Haven't heard from him either. Hope he's alright. Love, Henry. Oop. Okay. Camera very sensitive. Okay, watch for random horrifying thing. Oh, please no. Someone's dead. Is it her? Oop. Okay. 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 Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Fourth time around. There's blood all over it. Sorry, didn't mean to move that fast. July 7, 8, 9, 10, 1999. Your name is Henry Fletcher. You are at home in Oklahoma. You moved in 97. Nina isn't around anymore. Look, I'm sorry I can't keep Hey, Dad, I'll be out late in the office tonight. We haven't had to do this in a while. You're gonna need to be on your own today. those eggs you like are in the fridge. Just make yourself some of those this morning and then get on by leftovers till I get back. Just look, just please be okay, okay? It's not even a day, Benny. Is that a chicken? Oh boy, okay. Oh. Choo choo, Charlie. Yeah, they said that quality of life stuff will be coming, with the full release of the game on Steam. This is a demo on itch.io. So, yeah, would definitely like a motion sickness. Thing. Okay then. So what terrible thing happened at this cabin? Okay. Father. Great. Are we Benny? You catch sight of you brother any much yet today? You seen just a hair of him then, I suppose? Just a hair out here nearly an hour and 10 before I was, I reckon. He must have been what? The way I happened upon the feeders was full before I took to sweeping this shed. He's a good kid, a godly kid, you think? Start children off on a way you want to go, and even when they're old, they will not turn away from it. Have you done your readings? With me now, then. 1 Corinthians 13:11. Afeared. When I was a child, feared. I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Good. Now then, let me ask, how old are you today? Callow? Sit here a moment, let me tell you a story. Your brother got this, 2 years ago, same as you are now, was standing right where you're standing too. I was 12 years old, same as you are now, in this here cabin, same as you are now. Of course, we had it different then. Nothing set up upon but hay bales. Kept these old crates of Fulton County gold. This was brought back when we used to just get seed brought in from Kentucky, just to have somewhere to sit a minute. We was on horseback, going down some old pass on the Blue Ridge. We was headed for Blowin' Rock, if I recall. Must have been. We heard a crying, some ways off the north end of the trail. And spook Copper nearly to death. You remember Copper? Used to sit you up on him when he was little, prop you up right, and walk you around the stable on him. I do handsomely miss that old nag from time to time. We peeled off, followed our ears some few hundred paces. Well, his ears it was, mostly, and I was behind him, till we was right up upon that source of that crying. It was a fox cub sat there, whimpering and hollering at its mother next to it. She went down in a bad way. Must have picked a fight with a coyote, or the other way round, most likely. Now Pa let out a long sigh and stood for a minute. Well, I don't know for how long, I don't rightly know exactly. And when he finally did speak, he said this: a righteous man cares for the needs of his animal. Proverb 12:10. And he learned me that sure as God gave man dominion over the fish of the sea and the birds of the heaven and the livestock and every other creeping thing that creeps on this earth. That this beast, this babe, sat before us. We was stewards of it as much as we was of Copper or Miner or any of the other horses or goats we kept back home, and that as righteous men, as men of God, we must care for it the same way we care for our own. And he did draw that old 6-shooter, his old coat, you know, and he did set it at that cub, still whimpering and hollering like we wasn't even there. And then he did pause, and he did turn at me, and he did say, "Today you will learn to walk the path of the righteous man." Oh no. Do you understand what it is I'm saying to you? You've seen him around here, I imagine, hiding in the fields, lifting an ear here, a whole stalk there. Even stole the eggs from right under our laying hens in the wee early morning. And you've seen how the crop has become sparser and sparser with each passing day. Or do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived, fornicators, nor adulterers, nor homosexuals, nor sodomites, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners will inherit the kingdom of God. 1 Corinthians 6:9. And this ear is that very same Colt 6-shooter. If the thief is found breaking in, and he is struck so that he dies, there shall be no guilt for his bloodshed, says Exodus 22:2. It does. Now you, Amos 5:24. Most rightly so. Down like waters and righteousness is a mighty stream, and now I will learn you this today. You will take this gun, and you will do well to remember that a thief is none better than some creeping beast, and that you, now a righteous man, must let righteousness down upon that thief as a mighty stream, and you will have done well in the eyes of your Lord, your God, just like your brother. Just like your old man. Do you understand me now, son? Oh. I think it's Henry's dad. Woo! I don't know, Lodestar. It could be either of those. It could also be that he murdered these people? Well, this woman specifically? Okay, as a Midwesterner, you don't walk into the corn like this. This is how bad things happen to you. Hey, what the hell? Careful where you point that thing, huh? I mean it, pal. What am I saying? You know it better than me. Never was stationed past this side of the Atlantic myself. Boys went out for smokes, just missed them. Got themselves all worked up over some buzz about a gal that's supposed to have been passing through some of the other joints around here. Nina something or other. You know anything about her? Nina's something, name's Nina something or other. Boys were saying she's got some big shot critic or something. A&R, I guess. Kept talking about how this is your lucky break. So how's about you then? You got the jitters too? Thought gets to you too, huh? You boys just do your stuff, you'll be fine. Hell, who knows if this gal's even real? I envy you, you know. All of you. I mean, shit, look at this place. You ever seen these cabinets empty? Ever seen the lights turn off once? Folks think the old green note runs herself these days, but she sure as shit don't, let me tell you. Most days I feel like these walls around us, they don't know anything but keeping this place upright. Don't know anything about what goes on in the world around them. Well, except for what folks are bringing in to share with them, that's me. Do you? No old lady keeping you down, nothing in the world you gotta be doing except showing up here and blowing on that horn of yours. Which I kept back here, by the way. No need to thank me. Maybe cool it a bit after the set tonight this time, eh? Ah, Jesus, I sound like middleman. Look, just slow down and notice this time in your life every once in a while, alright? You don't want to forget it when you wind up like me later on. Nah, when you're old and got one foot in the grave, you're gonna need these memories to get you through dragging the other one along. Okay. That is a modern cell phone. Yeah, like I've definitely heard stories of like people getting it's like propaglaza or something. Hello, Dreamy. Well, we just walked into the silo. Jesus. Who put that gun in your hand, boy? Your pa sent you to this? I got a boy about your age, you know? Looks an awful lot like you from this angle, even. Maybe younger than you by just a year, if that much. You know where he's at right now? Midweek, early morn, here on God's green earth. Do you know where you think he is? Cautious. The cannery, goddammit. The Bear Flag Cannery. Before he's even been confirmed. What kind of father sets his son to work before he even gets confirmed? No kind of father, that's what kind. Not like I set him out there, anyway. He set his mind to that all to his own. He's always had the gumption, that child. Gets it from my old lady, I suppose. Not for me, most assuredly. Congratulations on your Totina's pizza rolls in the air fryer. Dreamy. Okay. Now he saw what the way our wheat fields was in, and the chickens, and what was left of the goats, and he set out to find work all on his own. And he did. Brought in more so far this year than I did all the last. Maybe last and a half, even. Ain't that just a goddamn thing? Oh, and actual pizza. Alright. Well, congratulations. Enjoy your actual pizza. What could make a father prouder than that? Prouder than his own son, flesh and blood, saying, "Don't worry, Pa, I'll put food on that there table if and you can't." Prouder than a bottle of Jamaican rum he bought with a quarter his own son handed him that same morning. Quarter his son handed him to feed his family. Forget it. About time I be getting back empty as my hands is. As if you'd understand anyway what it's like to have your own son providing what you can't yourself. Although, you think that old colt of yours is worth anything? God. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I can't see. You've reached the end of the 4th time around demo. You'll be redirected to the main menu shortly. If you found this experience worthwhile, please consider leaving a review and wishlisting the full title on Steam. Thank you for your time. Hooray! Murder! Well, alright then. I'm very curious as to what exactly was going on there. So I will have to pick this up when it full releases. I really do hope they add like a motion sickness filter to it or something though. I did my best, but oh boy.